Get ready for a transformation like no other. Welcome to Brewing Life, the Well-Being Challenge. 30 days of personal growth. It's time to ignite your potential, create harmony, and empower yourself for success. Are you ready to embrace a life of purpose, passion, and personal growth? Together, we'll embark on this 30-day incredible journey, supporting one another every step of the way.
Hello, everyone. Great afternoon. So this is Life Coach Teng from Life Coach Philippines, and it's a reminder for today. It's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay the same. So you are joining me for Brewing Live episode 868, Mindful Eating, Savoring Each Bite on November 15, year 2023. Brewing Live is a community service of the Cup Coffee Republic, advancing holistic well-being in the new landscape of living marked as post-pandemic. And our heart is to brew mental fitness in your space as we take the well-being challenge 30 days of personal growth this month of November 2023. The Cup Coffee Republic serves as the home of professional certified CACC life coaches trained by our very own Master Coach A and stands as the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines. We are nestled within the Pioneer Center compound at the intersection of Pioneer Road, Brixton, and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City, and our doors are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily from Saturday to Thursday. So Cup Coffee Republic is more than a cafe. We're a catalyst for healing and transformation. Our menu extends beyond classic comfort foods to plant-based meals and food and beverages that promotes mindful eating. So I invite you to check our Facebook page for the sumptuous menu and refreshing drinks or connect with Coach Giselle at 0917-586-1661 to partner with Decaf Coffee Republic in promoting health and wellness in your space. So if you're just joining us in, welcome and thank you for being here at si Coach Orville and si Coach Lynn. Advance sila, no? Nauna pa sila sa akin. So feel free to share the video link with your friends, tag them in the comments and give them some shout out, thumbs up, encouragement or motivation. Most importantly, no, you can express your gratitude for the beautiful souls that makes life worth living. So as for me, I'd like to give my shout out to, of course, my coach and our tribe leader, Master Coach A, no? And a great shout out as a congratulations, no, for Bounce second chapter, ano ba tawag doon? Bounce, no, na second time namin ginawa, no, in Region 8. So, a shout out as well to Coach Marife, who is leading the Region 8 team. And of course, shout out to my fellow missionaries snacks. For my fellow coaches who went on the mission trip, nandyan po sila, si Coach Orville, si Coach Lynn, si Coach Sean, si Master Coach Hasmin, and of course, shout out to myself. And of course, shout out to Master E. Ayan, na siya po at talagang nag-aayos din po, no? And she's doing so much for not only the mission but in all ginagawa ng ng Life Coach Philippines, and of course to Alan Porto and Queen Porto. Ayan. And of course, my fellow coaches, hashtag Yamly Inside Life Coach Philippines. So if you're watching this on a replay, then please do comment hashtag replay and feel free to reach out if you wish to discuss any points that resonates with you. Of course, you can find the YouTube link in the video's caption for replay of all Brewing Live episodes. So be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel to receive notifications when new learning video becomes available. So in case you're meeting me for the first time, I help mentally challenged individuals achieve getting unstuck in cycles of pain so they can take full control of their life towards healing and recovery. So for partnership and collaborations, you may check Life Coach Candy page or connect with me at 0917-894-0400. So giving is a lifestyle, of course, that never goes out of style. So as you find value in what we offer, I encourage you to show appreciation and extend your kind support to the advancement of mental fitness by blessing us with stars. And of course, we also accept love gifts via bank transfer or GCash. So the details can be found in the caption of this video. So the topic again for this afternoon or for this day, no matter wherever you are watching, no, the topic is mindful eating, savoring each bite. Ayan. So mindful eating. So before, of course, I share with you how you can savor each bite. No, you should first get to know. We should get first to know what is mindful eating, and of course, what is mindfulness, because mindful eating came from the the term, no, mindfulness. Okay, it's not the it's actually not the term, but from the practice of mindfulness. Okay, so mindful eating, it's more actually, no, to it's more important, okay, to focus on health than ever before. Would you agree with me? And of course, we all experience stress, and stress can lead to poor eating habits. So here is doing like tawag dito, stress eating. I for one, no, am really guilty of this, especially when I am not mindful. I do really stress or emotional eating, no. So it actually leads to poor eating habits. And it's no secret that many people turn to food during times of stress, high anxiety, even experiencing depression or other mental health illness and symptoms. No? And this can result in overeating and poor food choices. And eventually, no, when it gets uncontrolled, no, it for some it becomes an eating disorder. Okay, so you have to know that actually food can be enjoyable and a promoter of good health at the same time. So the quality of the nutrition you're providing actually for your body not only impacts the body but impacts the functioning of our brain. And the food you eat affects your brain and therefore your mood. So just as a car runs best on clean, high quality fuel, no, your brain runs best when it's fed properly. So a low quality diet doesn't just create physical issues but as well heart issues, heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. It also creates brain related issues that influence our mood. And there is as well no what we call a field of nutritional psychiatry. It's an area of medicine that addresses the impact of food on mood and behavior, because there are biological reasons that so many people eat when stressed. So when a person is physically or emotionally stressed, the body releases a hormone called cortisol, which is what we often call as the stress hormone. And it does a lot of things, no, including increasing food cravings for foods that is high in sugar or fat. That's why it is called stress eating. Okay, because when we are stressed naturally inside of our body, no, there is what we call high production of cortisol that increases food cravings, specifically to food that is high in sugar or carbs and fat. That's why chips, ice cream, desserts becomes comfort food. Fries, burgers, ayan, di ba? Pizzas becomes comfort food. So stress also increases the hormone that produces feelings of hunger. Stress is harmful to your mind and body, and it's specifically important to be mindful during those periods of time you're experiencing stress. Okay, now, the idea of mindfulness has been circulating for thousands of years but has only become popular, no, recently. Okay, so the question is, what is mindfulness? In its simplest term, it means using your full attention in an intentional way. If you're awake, your attention is always on something, okay? It might be a TV show that you're watching. It might be something outside your window, your thoughts, your dogs, no, the pain that you're experiencing, and so much more. And oftentimes, no, whenever we are in a like physical space, our mind goes towards something else like work. Okay, the funny thing here and the ironic thing here is when we are at home, we think about work, and when we are at work, we think about home. So that in itself is is an example of not being mindful. Okay, so if you're having a conversation but thinking about your weekend plans or your work or what that person is like trying to say at the back of their mind, like you're judging the person, you're technically not being mindful. Okay, so mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with whatever is happening at that present moment, which what they call now. Okay, so if you're having a conversation, you're paying attention to the conversation. That's why there is as well active listening. You can only practice active listening when you are being mindful as well. You're also noticing when your attention wanders. So being mindful, no, or practice mindfulness as well gives you that awareness where you notice when your attention wanders and you can revert it back into the present moment. So what does mindfulness have to do with eating? Technically everything, no? So you want to consider this as a way to learn more about your relationship with food and how mindful eating can actually benefit you. So mindful eating is simply eating with your full awareness on your food and the entire eating process. So it's not only about that moment where you get to enjoy your food, your meal, but it actually is an entire process, no? From the way you do your groceries to preparing your meals to eating to even after eating, that whole process is actually what we call it is actually part of mindful eating. Okay, so it's not just you eating your meal or your food. Okay? So because most people sit down for a meal and mindlessly fills themselves up. Like in my case, I eat quick, so it is an ongoing process for me to really become intentional in mindful eating. Okay? So people often overeat no because they are not paying attention to whether they're full or not. And they eat unhealthy food because they haven't given serious thought to the nutritional value of their meal, the meal that they're about to eat, and their mind isn't on their meal. They're thinking about due dates, see bills that are due, okay, that needs to be paid. They might be watching TV, they might be like on the phone scrolling, they might be watching something as well on the phone, okay? Muntik na yun. They might even be driving down the road while eating. I am very much guilty of this as I was always on the go. So I eat while I drive now. So this is the exact opposite of mindful eating, okay? So mindful eating is allowing yourself to become aware of the positive and nurturing opportunities that are available through food selection, preparation by respecting your own inner wisdom. Okay? So it's not just about you eating, but it's about you choosing your food. You are mindful in being intentional in choosing your food because you know how it will affect your body. Okay? To the ano for other no, it depends even to the down to the way it is being prepared. Like for some, they really intentionally don't like fried, they go for steam, go for grilled. It depends on the person. But when you talk about mindful eating, hello Coach Rizal, when you talk about mindful eating, it's from selection, food selection, preparation, eating. Eating as well. No, it's a whole process even after eating of how mindful you are of how your body feels after eating. Okay. So simply it's using all your senses in choosing to eat food that is both satisfying to you and nourishing to your body. So a person cannot say they are mindfully eating if their food is not good for their body. Okay? So again, mindful eating is a holistic process and acknowledging responses to food, meaning your likes, dislikes, or neutral without judgment is as well part of mindful eating. So becoming aware of physical hunger and satiety cues to guide your decisions to begin and eating is as well part of mindful eating. And another important activity is to practice mindfulness throughout the day. You want to be able to um, strive in everything that you do. So mindfulness is actually a skill, and skill, of course, requires practice to master. Every activity can be mindfulness practice for other activities. So if you want to know more about mindful eating, I invite you to connect with you because there are actually different components of mindful eating. It's not just actually um dito the components of eating is not just eating in itself. There's like what we call hunger. There's so much more. Okay, so if you want to connect with me, if you want to know more about this, then I invite you to connect with me. Okay, so I will be just sharing a few benefits. Okay, for you to be encouraged, for you to be like start practicing mindful eating. If you can start with the meals that is in front of you at first, no, then you can do that. You can start mindful eating as well. Okay, so mindful eating again is a powerful process, hello Coach Mal, that delivers significant results to your health, life experience, and even psychology. Okay, to your cognitive. Okay, so eating is the most important input you have to influence your body. So when you become an expert at eating, you're going to benefit here, no, you get to have greater health. Of course, weight loss is just a plus, okay? You'll have better digestion. You have higher resistance to eating disorder, di ba? Kaya nga wala po akong mindful eating because I myself is experiencing or clinically diagnosed with eating disorder. That is why this is an ongoing process for me, okay? So eating disorders are the opposite end of the spectrum of mindful eating, okay? So learning about this will be an effective preventive, okay? Preventive, not intervention, okay? Preventive measure. So mindful eating is a healthy way of eating that puts food in a very positive perspective because when you typically have eating disorder, no, your relationship with food is just not there. It's just not present. It can be present, but it's really not in the positive perspective. In short, very negative, okay? The way you see food is very negative, okay? So, yeah, no, it gives you a higher resistance to eating disorder. It gives you greater control over eating habits. Sino po may gusto niyan, okay? Ako, gusto ko din po yan, okay? Mindlessness leads to abuse. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Mindlessness leads to abuse. When you look at food accurately and objectively, it's easier to behave in a very positive manner. So mindful eating is a set of healthy habits, okay, that also helps to break unhealthy relationship with food. Okay, it helps you as well better understand. You get a better understanding of yourself. So when you examine your behaviors, habits, and motivations in terms of food, you get to learn more about yourself as well because most of us are oblivious, okay, to ourselves, and it's only through a careful study, through a careful examination of ourselves that you can truly learn about ourselves, and you can learn so much about yourself, your emotions, your mood when you practice mindful eating. Next is development of mindfulness skills that can be applied to other parts of life. Since mindfulness is a universal skill, no, it actually impacts every part of our life in a very positive way. So if you're someone who really wants to try um or into like developing mindfulness, start with food. Start with mindful eating, okay? Because it eventually will increase your life satisfaction when you get to learn mindfulness through eating. You can apply it in different areas of your life as well. And of course, sino bang may ayaw nito? Last benefit, you get to enjoy your meals more. So meals are more enjoyable if you pay attention to them. Meals are also more enjoyable when you know that you are in control and you're doing what's best for you, for your health, for your mind, for your body. Okay? So, ano nga ba yung mindful eating process? Okay? Mindful eating process, I'll just run you through again. If you want to know more about this, I invite you to connect with me. Facebook is Life Coach Candee, Facebook is Candee Teng, or you can connect with me at 0917-894-0400, or you can connect with us at Life Coach Philippines at 0917-586-1661. Like I said, no, mindful eating is actually a whole process, okay? So first, you have to shop mindfully. It starts with shopping mindfully. Then you weigh yourself each morning, no? But it's important to remember that it's not about the number, but it's how you feel, because there are moments where you weigh, you have the same weight, but you don't feel good. You feel heavier. You feel bloated. That is as well part of the process. Third, that determine if you should eat. Okay? Part din po yun. Are you actually hungry? You have to examine, are you actually hungry? If not, then don't eat. If you are hungry, then determine whether you're actually hungry or you're just stressed, or probably, no, you feel you're hungry because you're just dehydrated. So you want to be able to drink water. And if you're still hungry, then probably you're hungry. Then go through the process again, no? Ask yourself, are you really hungry, or you're just stressed, or you're just bored? Okay? People eat when they are bored as well. Okay? Then fourth, determine what you're going to eat. So you have established that you're hungry, of course, no? And it's time for you to eat. So the next step is to decide what you're going to eat. So you want to be able to look into your health conditions. You want to be able to look at what you eat. So you want to be able to consider the most nutrition food that is available at the moment, no? So our meal should be healthy and should leave you feeling satisfied. So you want to choose accordingly. Again, if there are no healthy food that sounds good to you, then you're probably not hungry. You're just stressed. You're emotionally or stress eating. Then fifth, okay, determine how much you're going to eat. Ito yung sinasabi nilang portion size. So decide how much food you actually really need. And there's so much more in this, no? Then six, of course, ito yung iniisip ng tao na mindful eating, which is just savoring each bite, is just the process of sit down and eat. But if you look into the process, this is just the sixth step, okay? It's the sixth step. So you want to eat your meal mindfully. So you want to remember to eat slowly, chew thoroughly, okay? Hindi po sinabi pag sinabing 30 bites or 30 na pag chew, no? 30, you count 30 when you chew. You don't just count 30, mindfulness. No. When you chew, you want to notice the taste, the smell, the texture of the food. So you want to keep your attention on your meal and not on the numbers when you chew. Then for some, no, they go as deep as they can taste what ingredients is there, how it feels on their tongue, how it feels when they swallow it. Ayan. So this is all part of mindful eating, where you get to really savor each bite. But then again, you only get to savor each bite if you really go through all the process and not just sit down and eat. Okay. So you want to notice when you start to become full as well, and then you stop. So this is part of the sit down and eat, which we all just commonly know. Okay. So the next and the last is reflect on how you feel. So after eating or during eating, you want to know how you actually feel. Do you feel overly full? Did that meal make you feel good? Or did that meal make you feel stressed, nauseous? So what did you learn from eating that meal? And once the meal is completed, there's no reason to be thinking about food until it's time to eat. Again, that's actually mindful eating. That's why it's just staying at the present moment. So you want to pay attention to what you're doing throughout the day. Otherwise, you might miss your life. And mindful eating is a perfect way for you to practice mindfulness and a perfect way for you to protect your brain health. Okay, so become an expert on your own eating habits and methods. This is great practice for paying attention to your eating. And it's, of course, very informative where you get to journey more about yourself. Okay? So, again, I invite you to connect with me to have a copy of this toolkit. There is actually a toolkit in mindful eating to get to know if you're actually practicing mindful eating and where you can improve. And if you want, again, to know more about the components and again, to be able to savor each bite, mindful eating is a whole process. It's not just about sitting down and eating, okay? It comes in a whole process. So I shared 7 steps, 7 process that you can do for you to be able to practice mindful eating and for you to be able to savor each bite. So in closing, we'd like to thank you for joining us today and for supporting the cause of mental fitness. So we invite you to join us in person for our face-to-face community events, including Purposeful Sundays, Parenting Mondays, Coaching for Mental Wellness on Tuesdays. It's with me, okay? Habits on Wednesdays, Stretching on Thursdays, Mindful Eating on Saturday, open mic. If you're interested in becoming a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach like me, connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661 to learn more about the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A. We're currently accepting applications for mental health certification and the internship program commencing on January 2024 with limited slots. So be sure to secure your reservation with Coach Rezzhel. So I invite you to again join us back tomorrow, same time, same digital space for episode 869, Mental Toughness, Bouncing Back from Challenges with Coach C. Once again, this is Coach Candee Teng, mentally fit to serve on behalf of Life Coach Philippines. And this is us in the Philippines. Love and boom, love and boom, love and boom. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, same time. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.